following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, why every man in my thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me, big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to Crazy Jimmy, big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll dress
Hey ho ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a great show for you guys today. Before we get started, let's first say hello to our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Please don't interrupt me when I'm making out with my dog. Astro, another kiss. The kisses on the lips on. Jimmy, you know, he kisses better than you.
Oh, ow.
He really does. He's a better kisser than you are. So there. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Crazy House. We're going to have a lot of fun. Next week is our Halloween show, and I can't wait for that.
No, 2 weeks is Halloween show.
2 weeks? We're going to be in costume disguises. You're not going to know who we are.
They say, ooh, Ron's hair.
My hair, well, I comb it like that, and then I do that, and then it becomes Ron's hair.
There you go.
But, you know, I just got out of a shower because I have to smell nice because we're going to Sadie Katz's birthday party tonight, and I don't want to smell. Not that I ever smelled. You know, some other people smell, not me. But anyway, I mean, you walk in L.A., you pass the guys laying in the street, the homeless, they smell. I mean, do you ever smell a homeless tent? Oh, my God, you could vomit twice. Those poor people on the street, why is our government allowing this? Oh, you hurt my dog. What did you do to him? Oh, you hurt my dog. Oh, everybody out there, send fuck yous to Jimmy because he hurt my dog. Oh, you injured my boy. Get over here, Astro. Your other father is wicked. He's mean, Astro. He's no good. Oh, bite him, kill him. Oh, I just dropped my.
They say they do like your hair.
Yeah.
So what's up, everybody? We got a great show for you today. Let's say hi to the chat room.
Oh, yeah. The dog herder has spoken. The dog killer.
We have a lot of people.
Astro, what did he
gets
do
upset no matter what happens.
What did he do to you, Astro? Did he harm you? Did he hurt you? Did he give you pain?
I would never hurt the
that
dog.
Big, fat, ugly man gave you pain.
Anyway, we want to welcome Teresa Sabin. Love your hairdos, guys, she says. Teresa Sabin's in the chat room from Florida. Lady Lake Music is in the Florida. Football player Boomer Mays is in the chat room. Angela Joseph is in the chat room. Hello.
Baby.
I think Backpack John is there. It's going a little bit. I can't really see. Oh, here's what I got to move this to see it.
Jimmy's sitting on pillows. He looks tall. He's sitting on about 12 pillows.
Oh, two
pillows to get.
Otherwise, my face gets cut off by that.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Yes, it is. Anyway, if I missed you guys, I'm sorry. I know people are coming in. We have a fun show for you today. We have horror icon Lar Park Lincoln coming on, and then we have singer-songwriter Luca James. Going to be a lot of fun. Then we're going for Sadie's birthday party tonight. That's going to be fun. And
Sadie Katz, the fabulous movie star. Our actress friend, Sadie Katz.
Yeah, we love Sadie.
Beautiful Sadie Katz.
And we're going to like a bowling alley, some kind of cool bowling alley.
Don't give out misinformation, you dog herder. Everybody out there that just came in, he beat my dog mercifully and made it squeak. My little Astro was beaten by this big, ugly man next to me.
They said Ron's watch time is here. What watch you got on today?
Oh, no, I got my Stay Alive watch, my thing for my heart, you know, that bullshit.
His Fitbit watch.
Only because I'm wearing black and orange because of Halloween mood. And I'm going to wear black and orange tonight to Sadie's party. You know, I dress themey.
Oh, and that's for Dawn. Hey, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. Yeah, it's my, what do you call that watch?
A Fitbit watch.
A Fitbit, whatever the hell that is. It's wonderful. It tells me how many steps I do, what my blood pressure is, what my temperature is, what my heart rate is, how many erections I have in a day. It's amazing.
You gotta like enjoy it. I don't know why the dogs are barking out there.
Because the
either.
dogs hate you because they know that you beat them to merciful
Okay,
death.
just drop it. That's enough of that.
No, I'm going to
already.
report you to the ASPCA for harming
And
my
watch.
little
Astro,
boy.
come here.
No,
Come here.
Astro, don't.
See,
He'll
comes
harm
over
you.
here
He'll harm
immediately.
you again.
See,
He will
good
brutalize
boy.
you again.
He was sitting on my wires. That's
Oh, you
all.
hurt my little baby. I heard my little dog go, oh, oh.
Yes, you'll get party pics, Lady Lake. It'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna enjoy it, and then
Oh, yeah, pictures for sure.
making an early announcement too. I just booked for next week. You guys, we're gonna have the cast and crew of Pretty Boy.
Yeah, which is going
coming
to be
on the show, which
exciting.
is Marcel Walsh and
Sarah French.
and
So
Joe Netter and
Dave,
everybody.
Dave, in wherever you are, Dave, Sarah French is coming on. Sarah French, like sexy Frenchie.
Dave's not there.
Well, Dave will be there. We'll tell Dave when Dave
Jason Taylor
Dave the
just joined
pervert.
us.
Where is Dave the pervert? Australia or London?
England.
Where, in London?
I don't know.
He's in England. Dave the pervert in England. Sarah French is coming on.
Yeah, he'll like dig it. It'll be a lot of fun. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I love Marcel. Marcel is such a talented director. And Sarah French turned out to be really an incredible actress. I love her work. I so enjoy watching her because she acts. She doesn't act. There's a difference between acting and acting. She is the part. She doesn't act the part, as does Sadie. Sadie is a brilliant actress. She is the part. And I'm happy to say that I am the part. I never read lines. I despise people who read lines in a movie, and they're reading a line. I become the character. It's very difficult, but when you're multiple personality such as you can become anybody you want. I learned by impersonating Jane Russell on my nightclub act. Being a woman was very difficult because I'm far from a woman. And learning to move and speak and do what a woman does is another personality. And I think that all those 45 years of doing that for Have a Heart, which is an AIDS benefit, and working for Elizabeth Taylor Foundation for AIDS research is what I did. I produced and put together drag shows of very talented, not lip syncing, but people who sang in their own voice, musical shows. And we raised over $150,000 for AIDS, and I feel good about that. So that was good training for me because now I'm able to go into a character and really become the character without even thinking about it. And that's what Sadie and Sarah does.
So tell them where we're going tonight, since I misrepresented it is a bowling alley,
okay.
but it's not just a bowling alley.
Sadie said it was a bowling alley in 1940s. Well, they restored it back to what it originally was in the 1940s. It's not so much a bowling alley now. There's a little area for bowling, but there's a lounge where people have a cocktail party or whatever. And that's where they're holding Sadie's birthday party, is in this cocktail lounge area of the bowling alley. So I can't wait to see it because it's going to be probably a lot of Art Deco because it's a carryover from the 30s to the 40s. And I'm excited about it.
Talk for a minute.
Well,
I'm gonna go put the dog
yeah,
in bed.
Brandy's bark. We love dogs, but dogs can be a pain in the ass, as you all know. When you have company, they jump over people, they annoy people. You can't put your hors d'oeuvres on the coffee table because the mutt will swipe it in a minute. I mean, Shazam, a 135-pound dog, he stands on his hind legs and he could take things off of the top of the counter. He ate a loaf of Italian bread last week. I mean, one time he ate a roast beef that I was preparing to cook. So, I love my dogs, but gee, they can really give you an agita sometimes. And now Brandy's barking and Shazam barks because they don't like anybody out on the front lawn of the house. That's why, doing a show in a studio is much nicer because you have the soundproofing and you have the proper lighting and the proper cameras. But now with COVID, we all work at home. And it's a little. Come over here, Astro. Astro is the best dog ever born in the world. Astro is my son. I love and adore him. Look at my honey bunch. He looks just like me. Everybody says that Astro and I look alike. He doesn't look anything like Jimmy. He looks like me, right, Astro? You look like Daddy, not Mommy. No, you're Mommy. You're Mommy. Every time I say go to Mommy, he knows.
No.
Every time I say go to Mommy, he jumps in your lap.
That's not true.
Look, she's hysterical, laughing like a feather's up her ass. Yeah, right. Go to mommy, Astro. Go to mommy. Go, mommy wants you. She wants
Yeah,
to
see,
breast.
and he's
Mommy,
coming up to kiss
mommy
you.
wants to
And
breastfeed
he's
you.
coming. He's
Go to
coming up
mommy.
kiss
Go to
you.
mommy, Astro. Go to mommy. No, I'm daddy. That's mommy. Let me kiss you. I love you. Look at this.
And Hub
dog.
Reynolds has just joined us. Say hi to Hub.
Hub, how are you, baby? What's going on? I hope you're making some money.
He's working on his movie.
I'm glad your movie's going to be good. Am I starring in it?
No, but you're in it.
Am I really in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. I don't beg for parts. I have to have two. I do more than 2 lines, or I'm not in your movie. I tell everybody that. They want to use my name so that I promote their movie. So they'll say, "Ron, would you be in my film?" And they give me 2 lines. Bullshit. So they could say Ron Russell was
You're
in the
playing
film.
yourself in his movie. It's a biography.
I'm playing myself.
Yes.
God, I've never played myself.
Well,
Who is
we were the
myself?
first big show to like give Hub Reynolds a break, and so
Oh, really?
we're in the story.
But
because
who
of
is
that.
myself?
Well, you're going to be playing Ron Russell, the actor and the television host, the world-renowned television host.
World renowned Mr. Hollywood, they call me. I love that one. I mean, whoever thought that one up was a little strange. Anyway, I'm upset.
Angela Joseph says, "Mine are horrible doorbells. I have a big husky grandpuppy, and his name is Raiden. He steals something every day off the counter. So does ours."
I know. That's what I just said. It's just, it's really annoying. I'm upset about this new thing about Superman is going to be gay.
Bisexual.
Bisexual. All right, excuse me. The new comic books that are coming out now with Superman in them, Superman will be a bisexual. That means he's probably making it with Batman or Batboy, or maybe Superman's making, what's the guy, the young Robin. He's a pedophile now. Anyway, I think this is totally outrageous, ridiculous, and stupid to teach young children about bisexuality. Nothing is wrong with being bisexual. I'm a bisexual, but you find it on your own as you're growing up. You don't need a comic book that you worship. And Superman, who represents the good of man, war against evil and bad, is now a bisexual.
No, Jason, you're right. It's not the original
Wait,
Superman.
so if children read this, even if they don't have a bisexual feeling, they're going to experiment and possibly have sex with a family member, a priest, or a friend. I know many people who have done this, and they grew up to be screwed up people because they weren't gay, but they had gay sex, and it made them just screwed up. They didn't know what they were or who they were. And I believe that young minds are impressionable, and we should tell them to have manners and be polite and be loving and be positive thinking and love their parents and love their relatives and love their friends and love their country.
Now that they're saying,
I'm speaking rudeness. You always do that.
because I want to bring important information.
Well,
to
you
it.
have to say, excuse me. You don't
I don't
just
say
jump in
excuse me.
rudeness. How were you raised? I thought you were supposed to be raised with such manners. Your ass got manners.
Yeah, but also they're saying Robin came out as bisexual. Captain America now is going to be gay. All kinds of stuff is happening in the
And
world of
Wonder Woman
comics.
is going to be an 18-wheeler truck driving killer dyke. I mean, really, give me a break. I'm gay. Gay people, leave it alone. Stay gay. Stay in your community. Leave it alone.
And you're right too,
Wait,
Lady Lake.
shut! You're interrupting again. I'm not going to be on the show with an
You have to,
internet.
like,
Listen,
talk.
you're my co-host. Why are you interrupting me?
You have to because you're not going quick enough. Let's go.
I
We got
don't
stuff to
go
talk
quick
about.
enough. Well, sound like you like a puppy.
No, the original Superman. The
Oh,
original.
listen to Big Ass over here. He knows better than me. Schmuck over here.
No, it's
Oh,
Superman's son. Remember?
Superman's ass. Leave me alone. I had the point. Go fuck
What was
yourself.
the point?
The point is you are rude and you interrupt, and I want a divorce.
Yeah.
Angie, baby, send me $3,000. I need a divorce. I'm going
She
to
says it's
shoot.
exploring multiverse.
I'm going to shoot a film in Nevada soon, and I can get a Nevada divorce real quick and get rid of this creature, and then I could do my own show, which would be the Ron Russell Show, and it would be very charming and funny and much
They want
better.
to know what you're drinking.
I'm drinking. I wish it were gasoline so I could explode and kill myself, but I'm drinking lemonade. That's all I ever drink because we have a wonderful Mexican lemon tree in our garden. And if you get those tiny itty bitty little lemons and you put them in a squeezer, you get the most wonderful tart lemonade. I love it. Delicious. Goodbye. Here I go.
When he says lemons too, he means like little. They're like kumquats or something, like little teeny like tomatoes or something.
For those of you that know what a Mexican lemon is, you get it when you drink tequila. That tiny little lemon is so tart, they slice it and they stick it on the side of the glass.
But our tree's dropping them all over the place.
So we have lemonade for days. Meanwhile, you're not getting off the hook by changing the subject and going to lemonade. First of all, you brutalized and beat up my dog earlier in the show, causing my dog to go, oh, oh. And now you're interrupting me. I find you to be rude, most disconcerting, and definitely not my speed. I have to find somebody better than you, richer than you, handsomer than you, and younger than you. Anybody out there qualify? Angie, what am I going to do with him? Angelina, Angie baby. Angie, you know Jimmy. What am I going to do with him? She's not answering. Angie, give me an answer. What should I do? Should I dump him and marry Sue Wong? That's what was on Facebook. Sue Wong got kicked off Facebook for a couple of days. She was in jail because Sue Wong and I were doing little risque jokes back and forth, which was only for the benefit of the reader of Facebook. They were funny and everybody was enjoying it. They were saying, oh my God, the romance is hilarious. And Sue Wong said something about all Chinese men have little peepees, little dicks. And I guess, well, I don't know if they took her off the air for that, but they took her off Facebook for something. And I think it's terrible that we don't have freedom of speech anymore. And I, as a comedian, cannot do the jokes I used to do years ago because everyone gets so fucking offended. You know, oh my God, you insulted me. You know, I'll tell you when I insult you. When I call you a downright dirty piece of shit, that's an insult. But a joke is not an insult. Anyway, have you anything to say, Mr. Star?
I'm
Mr.
working on
Mr.
trying-
Egotistical.
I'm trying to get
Meanwhile,
our-
he named himself Jimmy Star. His name is Bradley Stewart. Excuse me. Am I supposed to say your real
I don't
name?
want to know.
Oh, the cops are after you?
Yeah.
The cops are after
Yeah,
you?
everybody's after me, so I don't want people to know my real name.
Is the mafia after you? Because I can help you.
You don't want people to know where we live? That's how they find
No,
out.
I don't want anybody to know where we live because we have been.
All they have to do
Well-
now is look up my name and they know where you live.
No, there's plenty of them around. Because in the early days when we started this show, a lot of evil, homophobic, mean people threatened our lives. They said, we don't want fags on TV. We don't want your fag show and you're disgusting. And how dare you be so proud of your homos and that you are married. We find you against God. Jesus is going to burn you in hell. All this fucking shit. And I said to Jimmy, you know, let's never let them know where we live. But we have a 135-pound watchdog that'll kill you. And we have burglar systems in this house better than Bank of America. So you can't get in. Plus, we're in a gated community, which has a guard with a gun. So we're pretty safe. But it's hard being gay in the world, you know, open world. You know, years ago, black people were not allowed to be on television or in movies. And down south, black people were hung from a tree because they were black. And, you know, my heart goes out to those people, what they went through. It was dreadful. But things have changed and now things are wonderful and black people are so respected and so welcomed into our society. I just wish they would stop with the slave routine. We didn't own slaves. I didn't own one. My family didn't own one. We came from Italy. In Italy, we never had slaves. In fact, the Romans made Christians slaves and Jews slaves, if anybody. So let's go forward, folks. Let's not go backwards and let's not try to change history to make it conducive to the politics of today. It's nonsense. Just like Superman being a bisexual, Batman being gay, and whatever else Jimmy said. I think the world has gone insane. I believe in equality, but I also believe in protecting the minds of young people. I don't like a lot of the violence in comic books. I don't like the hate, the chopping, the cutting, the blood, the guts. I think that's harmful for young minds.
But you're in all those chopping guts movies. That is fun.
I you know what, Jimmy? Don't make me be proud of them. I don't care
Oh.
for them. I do them because I love the people I work with. But I would just as soon do Peter Pan or Cinderella. You know what I mean? I am in horror movies, but I'm also never visual. I will never be on camera being chopped up or killed, and they know that for two reasons. One, the blood goes in my hair; it stains it pink. Can't get it out. And the other is I don't want to enforce brutality to my persona. So big fat the big fat rat, whatever it was called, I was killed in the basement. You don't see me being killed. And I have never been killed in another movie.
They want to know. I haven't seen the Scream trailer yet, you guys, but I heard that Halloween Kills is awesome, and Angela said she saw it last night. And
What movie is that?
Halloween Kills. It's a new Halloween movie.
With who? Anybody we know?
Yeah, a whole bunch of people we know are in it.
Oh, all our friends?
A bunch of people we know are in it.
Oh, good. What have you got to do with it, Ange? Anything?
She just went and saw. She saw an early screening last night. It comes out Friday.
How did you get a screening in Colorado? I mean, who the fuck lives in Colorado? Nobody but tree chopping, skiing people. I mean, we should have gotten it to LA first. Not that I just like Colorado. I mean, it used to be anti-gay, and now it took you away from us. So I really don't like Colorado that much. I think you should come back home to LA where people love you.
There we go. All right. So what's up? We want to just reiterate. So Jason Taylor joined us in the chat room. Our first guest, Laura Park Lincoln. I think everything is okay. It's going to be coming out. Jamie Lee Curtis is the star of it, and it's going to be the second film that's going to have an over 50 actress that's going to do great. The first
Is she going to be in it for 5 minutes like
No,
they
she's
always
in the
do?
whole thing. She's in the whole thing. She's the star.
Well, then let's get her on the show.
She'd be fun to get on the show. She
I
doesn't
knew
do a
her
lot of
father
interviews.
well. Tony and I were good friends. Tony Curtis and I was supposed to go to his house in Las Vegas to do an interview about him with his art. And he passed away in England before we could get that done. I was heartsick. Tony Curtis was probably one of the nicest, funniest, sarcastic humor guy in the world. He was like a perv because one time at a thing,
Autograph signing.
Autograph signing thing, Mamie Van Doren came over to me. She said, I heard Tony Curtis was here. I said, yeah, that's him, the old goat in the wheelchair next to me. So she started to laugh. She sat on Tony's lap. Tony pulled her long hair across both their faces. And I heard Mamie say, Tony, you're still a filthy pig. Because God knows what he said to her. Tony Curtis was funny, great guy. And another friend that I lost that was really fun. Tony would have come on our show. There's no question about it. If Tony was still alive, you guys would be seeing Tony Curtis on this show, as well as Shelley Winters. Shelley Winters promised me she was coming on our show, and she passed away. So I think our show is kind of like the kiss of death.
No. So anyway,
I mean, we invite them on, and they die before we film.
we're gonna bring on our first guest.
Let's bring on our first guest.
Yay! We're so happy. I'm happy that we worked it all out. Hey,
Look at you, another beautiful blonde. I'm so sick of you beautiful blondes. Can't we get any ugly, disgusting brunettes?
Hey, handsomes.
No, you're beautiful. You're pretty.
So
I
hold
like
on.
You, you have a pretty smile. Shut up. She's pretty.
I know. I want to make sure we're married, so we fight. Just you'll get used to it since you don't really
and
know.
you know
us.
I'm divorcing him soon. You want him?
Well, let's see. I've got to have single, straight, and over 50. Do y'all qualify?
No, he doesn't qualify in any of that.
Over 50.
Oh, over 50, yeah, over 50, yeah. But he's a big fag. No, he's a big girl.
All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly beautiful and talented
is
Laura
beautiful.
Park Lincoln. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you so much, you handsome man.
You look fabulous.
Now, what is it you do in our business?
Well, I am an actor, first and foremost.
He doesn't
And,
research anybody. I have
No,
all the notes.
I will
He-
never research a guest. You know why? The interview comes off fake and phony. It's pre-done. I like freshness and I like originality. That's
Yeah.
why I have no idea who you. All I know is you're beautiful. So we'll
Oh.
take it from there. Are you straight or gay?
Thank you. I am so straight. I am straight, although I collect poodles. So,
So do I. I collect poodles too.
Well, that's no shocker, Jimmy. That's not a shocker.
So hold on.
so,
This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell. This is Laura
Yes.
Park Lincoln.
Hey,
I
baby.
love it. And do we have the little animal there today?
Yes.
That's my dog.
He's sleeping.
Astro, who he abused earlier.
I did not. He's sleeping.
You made my dog go. Ooh, ooh.
Well, I heard you say that this show was the kiss of death, and I hope not.
No, that's a
Those
joke.
were actually before we were even together.
Yeah,
He tried
that's
to
what
interview
that's when
those
I
people.
did my Set the Record Straight show, which I interviewed from Jane Russell to Lauren Bacall to Betty Day. I mean, everybody, all the old Hollywood I interviewed. You can see them on YouTube, folks. Some of them are up there. The Tippi Hedren one I love the most, as well
Yeah.
as the Jane Russell interview is fabulous.
So
Oh,
hold on,
no.
hold on. So we have
And now we have your interview, and your interview will be up on YouTube, and you could see it on your television if you go to YouTube, folks, and click on this show.
I have to tell you something, Lars. So we got recently, I guess we've had it for all of COVID, but we bought a big 75-inch TV.
Oh my goodness.
And so Ron's not used to, like, we didn't really have a smart TV before that. So he like spends all his free time when he's like wanting to relax on YouTube watching all the videos. And so
I
he
love
he noticed
YouTube.
that all of our videos are on YouTube. He didn't know how to access them before, but now he knows how to access them.
It's
And I
crazy, right? You just flip a button and anything you want or you thought you wanted, the TV knows and it puts
It's
it there.
wonderful. I read so much lies about friends that I knew. I mean, things that they said about Shelley Winters wasn't true. The Jane Russell, some jerk was talking about Jane Russell. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about, because Jane and I were dear friends for many years. We were brother and sister. I know everything about her, the real stuff. And
Yeah.
here they were doing all that has been written about her publicly 100 times. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm constantly, I own an acting studio, film and TV studio, and I'm constantly telling the actors if they're sitting around gossip that they don't know they weren't there and stop the gossip. And we discuss it quite a bit, how one little thing can be blown out of proportion and it's not necessarily true or false, but
Well, I'd like to
Which
clear
we're going to talk about.
Well,
that as
I'd
we go
like to
along.
clear up the Jane Russell thing, because I promised Jane I would always do this as long as I'm alive. Jane Russell did not have a 38 double D bosom. Jane Russell was a 36B. That's all she was. And she never liked the idea that they made her out to be a cow. And that's what she said. That's what she used to say to me. I am not a cow. Howard Hughes gave her a bra that she never wore in a movie that was a bomb. And Jane Russell always resented the fact that people thought of her as the woman with the bosoms when she was a 36B, which today a 36B goes and gets surgery and becomes a 38 triple D.
they do, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It was from a PR photo, I think, of her at the time that, the way it was shot, it did look like that.
No,
And did-
I knew. Look, Jane. I
Cross.
saw Jane in pajamas at my house in the morning when she got up, and I talked to Jane. I said, "Why did they say that your boobs were so big?" And she showed me. She got both hands with her clothes on, of course. She got both hands and she pulled her boobs from under her arms. She said, "Ron, my breasts go very under my arm. So if you pull them forward, they look very big." That's
Right.
why they always said to
Right.
me, "Jane, pick up the bucket. Jane, pick up." They always wanted to take pictures of her bending forward, so all of her breast flesh came forward.
Sure.
And
I
she-
mean, that's how we shoot,
Yeah,
I mean,
and she appeared to be large-breasted, but she was not, and she resented it. And
I
that's-
have to dig a little more since I've had breast cancer. So I'm digging around to the back,
oh, I'm sorry.
I have
about
to
that.
say, first of all,
Are you okay now?
I am great. Thank
God,
you.
you're clear of it. You're clear of cancer.
Absolutely done with
Thank,
that.
thank God. I'm so happy
Thank
to
God.
hear that.
Sure.
Very happy
So-
to hear that.
so we have a chat room full of people. First, say hi to the chat room, and they're all huge horror fans. So say hi to the chat
Hi,
room.
hi, hello, all my little screamers out there.
Yes, you're gonna love it. So you guys, Laura Park Lincoln, we're gonna talk about her acting studio lately, but she's extremely well known in the entertainment world, especially the world of horror. How do you say horror?
Horror.
Or
Horror.
He
She
says
says horror like
no,
I do.
no. You say
horrifying.
Jimmy one day was introducing a woman. He said she's a big whore.
No, horror.
He said
Horror.
she's a big whore.
I
I
know.
said, Jimmy, not horror, it's horror.
Or-
Horror, not
It's
horror.
horrifying. It's horror.
Yes.
Horror.
So
Yeah.
you guys,
He makes them out to be whores.
horror. Anyway,
Horror.
my
horror,
my
horror.
favorite movie is
Repeat after me.
it's
Horror,
my favorite
horror.
kind of movie, and I love it to death. So you guys, Laura is extremely well known. You guys remember her, especially as the telekinetic teenager Tina in Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. And
good movie.
one thing that I think is cool, because that's one of my favorite ones out of all of them. So I think
Hey,
it's
you
really
hit
like
you hit
cool.
big time, sweetie. in that
I
one.
actually have I collect horror movie memorabilia, and I have a bunch of horror animatronics. So I actually have a 7-foot Jason that like swings the machete. And right now it's in our living room because my birthday's
No, no,
Friday.
on the way to the kitchen.
Yeah, I
If
do
you
not
don't
want-
look, he cuts
do
your
not
throat.
want an axe shielding Jason in my living room.
Oh,
No.
I like. I'm not allowed to have any of the stuff anywhere but my office, except for Halloween, because my my birthday, and that's my favorite time.
Next Monday, we're celebrating Jimmy's 57th
57th birthday.
Happy.
57th birthday. So I got all of his dolls that speak and move, and I strategically put them all over the house. So when our friends come to the birthday party, we scare the hell out of them.
That's fun.
Oh no, it's fun. So
Well,
one thing
Sadie Katz is coming, and she's one of the queens of Scream.
now. Actually, do you know Sadie Katz? I know you. I think you know Sherry Davis because I mentioned that you were coming on the show, and she's from Texas, and she said, "Oh
Yeah,
my God, I
yes.
love Lar."
We have met Sherry before a couple of times. I don't think we've worked together though.
Not yet.
Sherry's not. Sherry Davis is not a screamer. She's a beater upper.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I just saw a film with her a couple of weeks ago where she is a Texas tough broad and she beats up some broad on the screen, and she was fabulous. You had to
She
hear her
does-
lingo.
She does fight
Oh,
scenes and
Yeah,
stuff.
she
right?
does fight
She's
scenes and
great.
stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
at
So
that.
hang on, let's go
Wait,
back.
Do you like doing fight scenes, getting smashed around?
Well, I don't. My character in Friday 13th was telekinetic and psychic, so took the character in a different direction. So I used my mind and my skills.
Which is awesome.
Do you like getting blown to pieces in film, blood all over?
I have not been. You see,
Me-
I am
neither have
the
I. Neither
heroine.
have I.
She's the heroine.
So, my characters never die, and they win and defeat the monster, and yeah, it's pretty
So
cool.
one
I
thing that
must
I
have
think,
seen you in film.
first, here's where you recognize her from.
How do I recognize?
You recognize her from because back when Knots Landing, she was a main
Yes.
character on Landing for like
That's
50
right.
episodes or
You're
something.
kidding. Of
No.
course.
Yes, I played
Well,
Linda
that's
Fairbanks.
my day. I was on Charlie's Angels. That's the days of when I used to do TV. I bet we've met. Did you know Holly or the girls from The Price is Right? Diane
No.
Parkinson.
No, we were all on that same lot, but I didn't know. Well, that was a CBS lot. I was shooting down at Lorimar MGM.
Right.
So
But
I have a question
we were
about
working
that.
the
though.
same. Except
Hang on.
I was much older than you at the time.
So Ron, you're gonna tell her how old you are because now that
No,
you
let her
mentioned your-
guess. Let her say 112 or 114.
That's not fair because you told me I believe you've hit 90. Or
81.
Oh, if I were 90, I'd
81.
yeah,
81.
you said something about it the other day, Jimmy. So I'm not sure. And
Oh, that's right. I told you. Yeah, he's 81.
we're all so. I mean, I was 19 for 10 years, so. it's
Yeah, well,
kind
I've
of
been-
hard
I've
to
been-
tell.
I've been 39 since 1940.
There you go. Same situation.
So she played Linda Fairgate for
I know,
48
I know who
episodes
you
of
are.
Knots
Now I
Landing.
know who you are.
Right.
I knew you looked familiar.
Right before COVID, we went to a friend of ours' place, Stan Zimmerman, and
You're
we
a good actress
and-
too, if I
and,
remember. You're good.
and we actually sat next to Joan Van Ark at the play. And so we met Joan Van Ark, and I've, even though I'm straight, my all-time crush has always been Nicolette Sheridan, and so like
Yeah.
I always I haven't met her, but I always wanted to meet
Well,
meet her.
she's
So
beautiful, beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful woman. Mhm.
and she was in Paper Dolls. So let's go back.
So I
So
thought she was coming on our show.
Joan Van Ark is, but not Linda, not
No,
Nicolette
Joan.
Sheridan.
Joan said
Yeah, she will
Well,
come on
Joan
our
can
show.
do
no.
Good.
She was
Well,
she
she's
was
a lot of
excited
fun.
about coming on our show.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She is.
She's a very sweet girl. And who was the other one?
Nicolette
Donna
Sheridan.
And she won't come on our show.
I don't know. I don't know her. We don't know her.
Why? You think she's a snob or
No,
something?
we don't know her. If you can't know her, how can you get her on the
Our
show?
show happens to be the #1 show on this bullshit. What we do. No,
So
it
hold
is.
on, I wanna go back.
We've been #1 for
'Cause-
3 years in a row.
So we want to go
Yeah,
back.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, really. I'm very proud of it because
Yeah,
we're
It's something to be
two
proud
gay
of.
guys married, and they haven't kicked us off the air. You know, it's nice.
So here's what we're gonna do, you guys. I want to like brag a little bit for Lar Park Lincoln.
brag.
Some of the things that you guys have seen her in, and I actually wrote some stuff down from a long time ago. Fatal Charm in 1990, and the reason I did it is because we've had a bunch of these people on the show: Ken Foray, Peggy Lipton, Amanda Peterson, Christopher Atkins, and James Remar. You have the Friday the 13th Part 7, which is freaking awesome, and just about maybe 6 weeks ago we had Kevin Spirtes on our show, who's a big soap opera star.
I love
Now
him.
he
Yes.
just won an Emmy.
He's won multiple Emmys. I
Yes,
think he's around
multiple
10 or 11.
7. Yeah. Oh, I think when we had him on the show, that was right before the Emmys, and I think he had 7 or something.
Yeah.
House 2, you guys, the second story with Devin DeVasquez, who's a very good friend of ours. Her and her husband
I
Ron
love
Moss.
Devin.
Kane Hodder's a very good friend of mine. Eric
Right.
Gross, I don't know. John Ratzenberger, we just
Yeah.
met, and Amy Yesbeck. So they're all like cool people.
Right. Right.
and Sky Sharks, which we've had Barbara Nettle-Jakova on our show, Naomi Grossman, Tony Todd, Lynn Lowry, Jay LaRose,
Tony Todd does a commercial now on television.
and Jan Birch.
Yep.
I'm actually working on a film with Jan Birch's wife right now.
Who are you?
And Nick Principe and Amanda Burr. So we have lots of 6 degrees of separation between you and your career. And you have a brand new film. You have 4 films. We'll talk about them, but you have a brand new film coming out in a week. It's called 13 Fanboy. And tell us a little bit about it.
Wait, before we go there, you're having a red carpet?
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to miss the carpet in London and LA because I have to have surgery next week. So I had to plan it somewhere, and that's where it got stuck. So I won't get to come to LA next week.
Otherwise, we would have invited ourselves to your red carpet.
Well, I'm happy to get you an invite. No problem at all. I will check with them.
No, you're not there. So what do I want to go for?
Dee Wallace.
I'll see your movie.
Oh, we know Dee. She's been on the show, and Gabrielle's been on the show.
And I'll watch your movie on YouTube in my lounge.
No, not YouTube. Won't be
on
on
my
YouTube.
TV.
Not this one.
Not this
until
one.
it's
Not for a
it'll be
while.
Streaming though. It'll be streamed after just
Of course,
theater.
it'll go on YouTube. Everything goes.
So
on
you guys
YouTube.
listen, it's 13 Fanboy. She's going to tell us about it in a second, but it stars Dee Wallace, Corey Feldman, we just had on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Corey's nice.
Kane Hodder, Tracy Savage, CJ Graham, Judy Aronson, a bunch of other cool people. And tell us a little bit about it and how you got involved, because people are going to know. One of the producers of it, I think because they Indiegogo did or whatever, is actually in our chat room, Angela Joseph. Say hi to Angela.
Oh, hello, Angela. How are you, honey?
Hey.
She's like one of my favorite people, so you better be good to her.
No, I will. I have no reason not to be.
No, otherwise, I'll get you.
Well, I might get you back with my powers. So
Yes, but I play a very wicked scientist in the next movie, and I have the power to change you from what you are to something else.
and I have the power to double down on that.
Yes, but when you become the something else, I will make you out to be a nymphomaniac.
Yes.
She says she's ready. So tell us a little bit about 13 Fanboy.
It is a film about a stalker, a fan stalker that goes after us in our fictional, exaggerated lives of ourselves. So the woman that directed and wrote it, Deborah, was also in a Friday 13th as an actress, and that was really fun to work with an actor doing it. She did an awesome job. She pulled everybody together and got it done right before pandemic hit, and I get captured and thrown in a basement and terrorized and tortured, and what more could a girl ask for as an actor?
What I wrote down it's a meta slasher about an obsessive fanboy murdering cast members from the Friday the 13th series, and the guy's mirroring his idol Jason Voorhees. And I think that first of all,
Wait, who are the male leads in it?
Kane Hodder,
Kane Hodder, who played
Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
Corey, I know. Who's the other one?
Kane Hodder actually plays
Hodder.
Jason in all the movies. Like he's the Jason.
Oh, he's the real
He's the real
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He's a really cool
So
guy.
that gives the film some status.
Oh, yeah,
it's filled with horror icons. This film is filmed with horror icons, you guys.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
It's very cool.
I definitely will. I watch
I definitely
everybody's
will.
really
film.
good kind of psychological twist to it, that's really interesting and fun. And so I was happy to do that film. That was really cool.
I actually
Every night, Jimmy and I have dinner in our media room with our recliners and our trays, and we put a friend's movie on. So
There you
we
go.
watch every one of our friends, and we're going to watch your movies.
Wow.
I want
Well,
to see.
good.
I want to see that Friday the 7th again.
yeah, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
Fun.
I was actually
Maybe we'll watch that
I
tomorrow
actually-
night.
Maybe.
We're going to Sadie Katz's birthday party tonight. So
hello. There we go.
tomorrow night.
I actually went looking
hear
in
you.
my collection for it yesterday to see if I could find it, but I
You have
couldn't. I have it someplace, but I have so many movies I couldn't find it, so
Oh,
I
I
couldn't
can't
watch it to rewatch it. Actually, too, the guys from Casey, what's your Casey Plot is in the chat. There's a whole bunch of cool podcasts in the one of them that we like a lot. Now, isn't that funny? I just can't even remember what it is. Casey, what's your show? Tell me. They're in the chat room though, and they said they can't wait to see it. So well, here's what I did. I have it set up that we can show a trailer for it. Roxy, are you ready? Hopefully you're ready. I don't know why.
I am. Yep.
Because
Okay.
you keep twisting and twiggling your sit still. You're like a child that jumps around.
So what I want you to do, hang on. So what I want you to do, Laura, is you actually introduce the trailer, and then Roxy's going to play it for everybody. Oh, and it's called The Scene Snobs. I'm sorry, you guys, that I forgot that I had a brain fart. They're really, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but they're actually a really good one. One of my favorite ones, and we've been on it. It's been a lot of fun. So they're in supporting. Thank you guys. So Laura, you introduced the film,
Okay.
and
All right.
and then
So-
Roxy's going to play it.
So this should be a scene, I think, of where we're hearing the fanboy, and I'm probably trapped in a basement. I imagine running, trying to get out, and we don't find if it's too successful. I believe is what you've got.
Here you go, you guys. 13
You're
fanboy.
so pretty.
Thank you.
No, I'm just looking. You're very feminine. I like that. Women today are not too feminine.
Thank
You're a girl. I like.
I
that.
am a girly girl. Yes.
I really like that. I think it's so charming. You have a boyfriend?
I don't, but I'm searching for Mr.
Are you
Right.
kidding? You don't have a
Wait,
boyfriend?
we're supposed to be playing the trailer, Ron.
I got dirt here.
No,
Don't make
he's
the
doing
trailer.
a dating service. Don't interrupt me, man. Let me go.
After the trailer, we're getting
and
back
I.
to why.
We'll go back to after the trailer. All right, Roxy, play it, baby.
When I was a kid, my dad used to lock me in the basement when I was bad. The only thing I had to keep me company was a stack of VHS tapes. Friday the 13th and Halloween, the entire sagas. You all became my family, so I wrote and I wrote, but you never wrote back.
Friday the 13th actress Tiffany Helm was found stabbed to death late last night. Some reports are even saying her head was completely severed.
Is it true that you were in Friday the 13th?
There was a piece of my hair cut out in the middle of the night. That means this fanboy, he's not just watching me, he's coming into my home.
A woman is dead, and she died on my hands.
Keep your doors locked and your gun loaded.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to die.
I love how they brought Corey in at the end so we get to see him at the end. And I can't wait. The chat room's going crazy. They
This
can't
looks
wait.
like a very terrifying movie.
It's scary.
And
I
I-
think you had more than I'd seen, actually.
I just pulled it off. I just pulled it off of YouTube.
Well,
This is a very scary movie for everybody. This is definitely something for Halloween. If
yes,
you're having a Halloween weekend, wow, this movie really is scary.
it is. It's a really fun one. She did an incredible job. So I'm
It
looking
looks
forward
like it's
to it.
filmed well also.
Yes, yes.
I think
so.
it's going to do super well. I think everybody
so
loves
too.
it.
I think this is gonna. Who was the killer, the fanboy? Who do we ever
You
see
can't
him?
tell him. You can't
I just
tell.
want to know.
Oh,
do
yeah, I
do we
probably
ever
can't
see him,
tell.
or just his back?
No,
forward?
don't tell because people want to see the movie. They don't
Oh,
know.
so it's a who did it?
Yeah, it's a who did it.
Yeah,
You don't
it
know
is.
who.
It really is a who did it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Back to the boyfriend. So what do you have? a boyfriend?
Well,
I mean, you're beautiful, you're talented, you're successful. What's wrong with these
Thank
guys?
I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know. I think we ruined them in the 80s with the shoulder pads because they just don't come around.
No, I have a daughter who looks like Grace Kelly,
Oh.
who was runner-up in Miss America, Miss New York, Miss Long Island, Miss everybody's ass. All right.
Right.
She's 52 years old. She can't find a husband or a
Well,
boyfriend.
you
She's
see,
gorgeous. She's
I bet
gorgeous
she is.
like you. She's
Oh, thank you. I bet
green-eyed
she
blonde,
is.
a beautiful green-eyed blonde. I think
You're
men
green.
today are wimpy and they're afraid of women like you.
I know. I mean, I really think sometimes that's it. And when you're working and whatnot, you don't really run into a lot of people too these days. A lot of people are just doing online stuff. So
Well, I would suggest you cut your hair short, get a tight perm, dye it black, get fat, and then you'll get a husband. Did you ever walk in the mall and see these fat, ugly women with these gorgeous men? And the men are drop dead hunks. I mean, magnificent.
Ron gets so freaked out every time we
I
go.
do.
He's like,
I mean, I saw
look at
one.
that good-looking
No,
guy.
I saw one. She had an ass so big she looked like the back of a '54 Buick. No, really. And the guy with her husband, 6'2" with a body of jet, the face like an Adonis.
I
I
don't
go, how did these ugly broads get these gorgeous guys?
I don't know. I
We'll-
don't know.
We'll look though for over 50 single and straight for
Find
you.
it for my daughter.
Actually, Hub Reynolds is in the chat room, and they're all trying to fix her up with Hub Reynolds.
Hub.
Who?
Hub Reynolds. He's like a
Reynolds.
country singer, a friend of ours who lives in. I think he
Leave
lives
Hub
in
alone.
Georgia.
He just came out of a crappy relationship. He needs to rest and
I know what
relax.
they're saying. Jimmy, hook Hub and Laura up, please.
No,
So
Hub needs time to become.
They
Hub
got to
again.
go through the process. You don't want
Exactly.
them just
Right
out
now,
early.
Hub is not ready to meet anybody.
No,
Hub he was engaged. It didn't work.
No.
And Hub is a sweetie pie. He's the kind of guy that gets hurt by girls because he's a sucker. You know, the kind of nice guy. He treats a girl like a lady, gives her everything, loves and adores her, and the
Yeah.
girl shits on him and kicks him in the face.
he says he's
All the
ready.
girls do that.
He says
Hub,
he's
Hub,
ready.
You ready? You
He
ready?
says I'm ready, Ron.
Oh, Hub, I didn't know. I was giving you more healing time. Well, anyway, Hub, you're looking at her. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fair. I can't see back.
Oh, he's handsome.
That's
He's
okay.
a Texan.
You can
honey.
look at him. Look on him on
he's from
Instagram.
He's from Texas.
Is he?
He's a Texan. He talks like a Texan. You don't
I know,
talk.
but he lives in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia, Texas, the same shit. They all have that hillbilly accent.
She's saying no. Anyway, you can look up Hub Reynolds.
No, he's a cowboy.
Look
Wears
him
a
up on Instagram.
He
Hub
wears
Reynolds.
a cowboy hat.
There you
He's
go.
a Western singer and a damn good one. And
Yeah.
he's really good looking and he's built like a bull. He's one of those, real manly guys,
Mhm.
butch, if you like that type.
What I need, manly man. Manly
All
man.
right.
Hub is a man. There's nothing queer about him. He's all guy.
So hold on.
100%
All right.
guy.
So now that we fixed her up, we gotta because
Yeah.
I've got a couple of things we have to make sure we get out here. So you guys, first of all, besides 13th Fanboy coming out on October 22nd, which by the way, I think I never paid attention to it because I thought it was a fan film. I didn't realize it's actually a film, an original story and everything
Yeah,
until
not a
Angela
fan
Joseph let me know, which made me really excited. Then I started doing all kinds of research on it.
Right.
So she's got another film coming out, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
on November 25th called Autumn Road.
Yes.
And then she's got another one after that, which is a fan film. It's called Rose Blood, a Friday the 13th fan film. And that one's coming out on November 29th.
Right. That's a full-length film also. A very original script with the characters from Friday 7. Mhm.
Too bad
from Friday
too bad
7,
you didn't
which is
get an
awesome.
October release on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been a great Halloween film.
And
It
then,
would, but
and
it'll pull everyone in. It's really strong. I'd work for that same company again for anything. I'd just walk through a scene in the background for them. They were so good. That
so
good.
then in March, you guys,
I
she's
love
got
you. I think you're nice.
Yeah.
I really do like you a lot.
in March, you guys, she has another film coming out called Ghost Party. So 4 films in like 5
Right.
months, you guys. So she's
It's
been working her
crazy.
ass off.
Yeah.
Well,
Ghost
that-
Party's a fun family film. It's kind of like the Disney Haunted House.
Oh, I
I'm a
love that.
ghost from the early 1920s. And
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna love that one. So
She's
we're
like-
we're gonna have a lot of you to watch in the next
I
coming months.
know. Oh,
So
it's
think
exciting and terrifying at the same time.
listen, you're working. Cut it out, huh?
Yes, pretty
You know,
exciting.
I mean, I'm in between movies and I'm bored to death.
Oh,
We don't start shooting Red River for a couple of months, and then I'm in a film with Lainey Kazan.
okay.
And so it's a lot of stuff up waiting, and
Yeah.
the anticipation sucks. Don't you hate that?
It's so hard, especially as you're creating characters and whatnot. It's so hard. In the Rose Blood, I bring her back after 30 years.
Yay.
But is there ever a script that you're so dying to do you can't wait for them to fund it and shoot it?
Yeah, I think you do run into that. I mean, you wish that. So, as actors,
I'm in there right now. I have 2 scripts that are fabulous, and I cannot wait to shoot it.
were they
Yeah.
slowed down because of COVID and pandemic, or?
Oh yeah. The
Mm.
backers, the money people are afraid to
Mm,
invest in a film because the film could get spiked, and if the film gets spiked, they lose all their money.
right.
And I can
that's-
I can understand that. I understand. So that's why
yeah.
we're shooting a film of mine in Canada, because
Oh.
in Canada they cannot spike you.
Mm,
So the money people are willing to let go of a couple of million for that film.
yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
I
won't
like
do
Love
they
It
won't
All.
do it here in LA. They're
I
very
produce a
very cautious.
I produce a lot of films, and I had like 4 films that we had the green light for that all got canceled when COVID
Yeah,
hit.
because these films are like 2 million and up. If you're in a $150,000 film, they don't bother you. They leave you alone. But once you're SAG,
Yeah.
Well, those can be SAG too.
Well, it
They
could
can
be
be
SAG.
SAG in the lower budget.
So
because-
low budget.
No, but the low budgets, for some reason, SAG doesn't bother. They go after the 10 million and 20, whatever, the biggies.
Oh, I forgot to mention too. You have a thriller out right now called Expulsion.
Oh, I do. Yeah, that came out earlier in the pandemic, which was fun. Playing a woman who's gone through some different time zones and made her look very, very, very old. Like, what century has she traveled through time on? So I did enjoy that one quite a bit.
So I have
No wonder you're sitting there, and it's no wonder why you're not upset about waiting for a film, because all you do is work. Damn it! I mean, you don't understand my feelings. You're not
Oh,
with
I
me.
do. I do.
No,
All
I
actors
want to go to. I want to go to work.
We wait. We do that.
That's all we
a
do.
lot.
So she teaches that. So I have 2 questions I want to ask you. Then we're going to talk a little bit about your actor studio, so we can
Okay.
see
Yeah, that
what we can
sounds.
do.
Where is it in
Hang
LA?
on, wait a second, because I have 2
Just
other
a
questions I want to do.
second.
She's in Texas.
I want to. She's in Texas.
She's in
Yeah,
Texas.
Dallas.
All right. So here's my questions that I like to ask all the actors. First question is male and female star that you have not had an opportunity to work with, who you would like to work with. And the second one would be, if you could have been in any movie in history, what movie would you have liked to have been in?
Well, I would give anything to even breathe the same air as Jessica Lange.
Oh, I love Jessica Lange.
You know,
Good choice.
I would just
Oh,
love
yeah.
that. When I
I
was in high school, I started watching Jessica Lange.
I would
So,
love to work with her. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
She's a good one.
I just love her hands and how she thinks.
Like
and
you like you like her.
Liver.
You're
know.
very Jessica Langish, though. You are kind of
you
Jessica
are very
Langish.
Jessica Langish. I bet
Well,
you copied her growing up, because yes.
Probably yes. I've watched and
Now that you said it, I
Oh.
see it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of see it too.
I see some Jessica Lange there.
you.
I really do.
She's amazing.
Okay, so
And
give us
so
a guy.
beau- and
Give us
so
a guy.
beautiful, so
Oh,
beautiful.
well, there was a film, what was it called? Indecent Proposal, back in the early 90s, that had Robert Redford in it. And I did get to read for it, but I lost it to Demi Moore.
Oh, good for you,
And-
though. At least you got to
Oh.
read for it.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Robert
some
Redford,
movie.
I would die. I
That
would have
was-
just died.
It was first of all, it was a great movie, a great script.
Fun. It was so much fun.
It was
But
good.
he was blonde, I'm blonde, Woody Harrelson blonde. So Demi came in with the darker look, and they needed that in the show. So that made sense. So I'll give her that.
Okay, we'll give her that. And if you could have been in any movie?
That I would have loved to have been in that one.
Oh, okay.
So
but,
would I. So would I.
But Robert Redford would be the male then that you wanted to like act opposite?
That would have been pretty incredible. Yeah.
Well, if I was in a
Very
movie,
well.
if I were in that movie,
I do craft service on that film.
Oh, there you go. Anything to
But
to
if
see
I-
if you could see him.
if I were in that movie with Robert Redford, I would have gone in drag. just to get a little kiss from Robert Redford. Wow.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's
He's
a
one of the
pretty good name,
sexiest
right?
guys in film.
love it.
Gorgeous. One
Yeah.
time I showed my daughter Piper. I showed her. She's like, "Well, Mom, what's your type?" So I showed her a picture of Robert Redford. I'm like, "Well, this guy will do." And she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll look for that." And I'm like, "Piper, it's Robert Redford."
Now, is your daughter an actor?
She has done quite a bit of acting. She's not right now. Just recently had a baby. She lives in France.
Congratulations. Grandma, a hot grandma.
you.
Wow.
Yes.
Getting back to not being known from being an older actor, I came out of a restaurant in Florida with Jane Russell, and a woman stopped us and she said to Jane, "You look exactly like Jane Russell." And Jane Russell said, "Oh, I do?" She said, "Yes, but she's dead." And Jane said, "Oh, I didn't know she was dead." And Jane and I got in the car. We were hysterical laughing. We thought that was so funny.
It is so fun. Fans do that. They do that a lot. Like, I've had someone come up and say, "Are you Amy Smart?" And I'm like, "No, I'm the original. Amy Smart is the next one."
That's right. The next one back.
Well, we came out of a restaurant and 2 people said, "There's Tony Curtis," and I'm not Tony Curtis by any means, but most people take me for him. I don't know why.
Oh, well, yeah, you can can see that. Sure.
We speak
Oh, he
alike.
gets that all the time.
All the time. I get Tony Curtis.
So you guys, then Laura has an actor. It's called Actors Audition Studios. I got to put my glasses on. Sorry. The website is actorsauditionstudios.com.
Yes.
Also, you can follow her on Instagram, you guys, under Laura Park Lincoln, LARPARKLINCOLN. So also, I noticed, I think it's on your Instagram, you post like a lot of your students book like good shit. Like you're like, you must really be good.
They do. I'm a coach mentor, so I'm not operating large classes, and I only work with those that are either needing me to recreate a career or help them really build a professional career. So I'm very proud of them. I love them.
So you do one-on-one. It does it have to be like in person, or you do it like over Zoom, or like can you?
Okay too. So yeah, I have a pro class that I run, and then the rest are very one-on-one career coaching, and then working on the skills and making it happen.
I love it because I love to see how they do
here's
it.
my question. I was approached years ago by someone that said I should have an acting studio.
Okay.
And I said, I have no patience. I'd wind up smacking them all over the room. Now, do you feel that way sometimes?
Daily. Yes, daily.
So first of all, how did you decide to come and do that? Like, what made you say, okay, I'm a famous actress and I'm gonna try and help others, or how did it like work out in your head?
I've always done a lot of coaching, private coaching, living in LA and whatnot. And then I moved back to Texas, and I was really unhappy with the quality of auditions that I was seeing actors doing. So I wrote the book, Get Started, Not Scammed, because there were so many fake acting scams, and I'm really offended by it. And then that led to, yes, it's sad because they steal dreams and hopes and goals and
money.
Those kids work hard as waiters and waitresses getting tips to get these lessons, and then they're not real. That's disgusting.
Exactly. They're not real.
It's horrible, disgusting people.
Yeah.
Tell people how to get the book real quick.
Well, it's on the site, Actors Audition Studios. I don't think I can reach it on my shelf. Oh, I don't know. Boom.
There we go.
Yep.
Yay.
Nice. A nice picture.
Get started, not scammed.
Yeah.
I love it. I love what you're doing. Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Big passion
Good
of mine.
for you.
So.
Good for you. Good for you. Good
Thank
for you.
Thank you.
No, I love it.
When you give back, I think you always get. I think you get when you give back. Because that's really, I mean, yes, you make money, but you're really giving back actual real knowledge and real help for people.
Yeah.
I'm in the business 64 years. So a lot of the young kids said to me, Ron, what's it like, acting? Like, what do you do when you want to become? I said, you turn yourself inside out and you become the character. If you're not the character, you're reading lines, get the fuck out of the business.
Right. It's the listening. It's the listening to what's actually being said. Why do you say what you're saying, and what are you hearing when you're listening?
The line is only the story. It's not what you do. It's not I get crazy with that. When I'm on a set sometimes and my actor working with me is reading a line. I'm acting, he's reading a line, and it brings me down.
Yeah. He's not in it.
So what are some, like, someone contacts you for the first time, give our listeners and everybody who's watching some kind of like bullet points of like what kind of things you look for, or what are some of the first things you tell somebody, if they just say, hey, I want to be an actor, or I'm already acting but I want to be so much better, or
it's not working kind of a situation. Well, I start with a good consultation, and we go in and I figure out why it's not working, and I do that by examining any tape they have and their marketing materials and their skill. And pretty much from that, I can tell where the disconnect is. Maybe they don't get auditions, or maybe they get auditions, they don't get callbacks. So I go in kind of and analyze and get a prescription together of what we have to create and how to make it work. And then we dive deep and start working.
But I understand they don't do auditions anymore. Now it's send in a flip.
Self-tape auditions.
And they're hard.
If you're taping an audition, you could do it 100 times.
You could do it 100 times, but the problem is not the talent of doing the audition. It's making the technical fit so that the casting can see the eyes and see what's going on.
Absolutely.
So now we're having to blend so many different worlds into one creative person that may not understand all of that. So
I tell a lot of people, you can't put a circle in a square. And if you're not the right character, stop it. If they're looking for a black pilot and you're a blonde Swede, Why are you auditioning for the black pilot part?
Sometimes it works though. My assistant Becca will go in and submit for a male role, security officer, whatever, Becca Rose. And you know what? She'll turn it. They'll come back and say, you know what? Why don't we have a female in this group? And she turns them and books them. But she's a very specific character type. And
Yeah,
she's
that's one.
very
I've never heard
stunning.
anybody do that. Once when they write a script, it's written in stone. You know, writers are nuts. I wrote a movie, and we don't want anything changed.
Yeah, and that's
Do
true.
you write
too.
also? Do you write? I mean, I know you
Of course,
write books.
of course she writes.
But have you written any? Do you write screenplays and
course
stuff
she
for
does.
yourself or no?
No, I don't. I did write a Friday the 13th after my part 7 because I wasn't given the script for part 8. But no, I actually am not a film script writer. But if I'm given the material for my students or myself, I can pull all the yummy out of it and make it work, no matter what that script's like. That's my genius right there. So,
and
love
that's no surprise to me.
Yeah, that doesn't
Thank you.
surprise
Because
me.
I know. Listen, I'm going to tell everybody out there, this dame is on the level because the questions I asked her, she answered the right questions. This is not a scam chick. She doesn't con you for your money. She's not a liar. If you go to her, I believe she can help you. If you stink and you have no talent, you know what? Become a housewife or a gigolo or something.
Yeah.
Get out of the business. I tell everybody, you know, we have 10 million people in our business, and about half of that is don't be in the business. You're never going to go anywhere. You can't act.
Yeah. You do
Now,
have to
question.
do some
Now, this is a very serious question. I come to you and I stink. Do you tell me give up acting?
No, because I wouldn't know right away. I need to see your materials. I need to see you attempt.
I just keep stinking and stinking and getting stinkier.
I don't think you'd last with me very long because I would be not the right one for you, and maybe that person needs to go do some more hobby work or study with a larger group or learn some self-expression and some improv. I wouldn't be the right mix if I'm not seeing it take off. And I have markers. I know when it's taking off and when it's not working, and I can say these are the points we're trying to hit, and if we're not hitting them at some point.
And how
I love
easily
that.
do you let them down? That's important for people to go to you.
Well, I am tough. I'm a tough coach. I'm not going to give a bunch of lies. So I find that if I take them in and I've made a mistake with that person, I find that they will start to get it pretty quickly too. They won't be able to keep up with the work. They'll realize it's not for them. So I don't ever tell someone flat out, you know, we don't know ultimately where talent can go. I've seen actors come in that I thought maybe, and they do some group classes and they take off. They stay in it and they turn it around. So sometimes it's nerves and it's just their personality that needs more time to get out. But normally they wouldn't come to me right off the bat if they haven't had some sort of desire for a long time, or you know,
Especially with your success
do
rate.
you teach them it's not a vanity thing, that
A little
acting is not being a
yes.
friggin' movie star giving autographs?
Very
And that-
different. Yeah, very
And that
different.
you need a lot of stamina because it takes years and years and years
Yes.
to get a break?
Yes, and long days, very long
Oh,
days, you know.
12, 16
Minimum-
hours of work.
Minimum 12, closer to 16, right? I mean, you know,
I work
Yeah.
16 hours a day. At the end of the day, I didn't know where I was. I was hallucinating. I was so no.
I know.
They had to do an over the shoulder shot. I couldn't get the lines right, so they
Oh.
said, "Okay, Ron, we'll just fill it in." I was dizzy.
I
16
think-
hours.
I think an important part of what you just said, though, and I think that's something that people don't get. I think people only see the glamorous side. You go to
No,
a red
what
carpet, they
glamour?
don't know all the
Oh.
hardship before you get to the
Oh,
red carpet.
folks,
And
there's
that-
no glamour.
That it's actual work. You know, if you want to be an actor, it's like anything else. You have to work. You have to put the time in. You have to dedicate yourself, and
Time,
even
you've
then,
got to show up. You've got to show up on the background work and all of the stuff.
Know
And a
your
lot of people say,
lines.
you know, don't do background. But to me, we don't have a scene without background. Background brings it to life, and it's very undervalued in our industry. Background actors, they put in the work. And
My good friend was Tab Hunter, the actor. You know who Tab Hunter was?
I do know that name.
Okay. Tab and I were talking one day, and I said, Tab, you got to come on the show. You got to be in a movie with me. You got to come back into business. He had horses. He said, Ron, I'd rather shovel horse shit than go back in the movies.
Just had enough, right?
Well, he was a major star in the 1950s. Tab Hunter
Yeah.
was a huge star, and he was manipulated, used, and cheated and stolen from. And he said, no, the business is horrible. I don't know why. He said I never wanted to be an actor. I fell into it. Same as Jane Russell. She
Sounds
said
like
the
Jimmy
Lord made
Stewart.
her. Huh?
Jimmy Stewart. It sounds like him. The love of my life is Jimmy Stewart. Next.
Well,
Oh,
many
that's
greats.
my real name.
Yeah, not now. You told everybody.
I
I'm
know.
not
No,
supposed
that's
to do
not.
it.
The other one was.
But anyway,
my real name's Jimmy Stewart. I couldn't trademark it. I was a clothing designer for many years, and so Jimmy Stewart I couldn't use, so I made Jimmy Star because it would look good on T-shirts.
And it does.
And it does, yes.
But everyone out there, if you want to be an actor or an actress, think it over. Don't waste your time unless you have.
A passion.
Drive.
You want to die for
Drive.
it.
That's good. Drive.
If you don't die for it, you'll never make it.
So you guys listen up.
I mean,
So
one more thing, and I'm off. I'm in the business 64 years. I'm 81 years old. Guess what? I'm still looking for work.
That's
there you
right.
go.
That's
So,
right.
and
All
look at
of
my
us.
long career. I've been in I've been all over the place in this business. And where am I still? On this crappy show or in cheesy horror movies?
I love
That's okay.
horror
People
movies.
love it.
They do.
I
but
do.
you
I
gotta
love.
it.
I love the people I work
And
with.
it's
all
our
the
job
kids.
to entertain and give people an escape. That's our job. So
So
Happy
everybody
to do it.
listen
And I
up.
love working with the kids I work with. They're all sweethearts.
So you guys, first of all, you want to follow Lar on her Instagram. It's Lar Park Lincoln. You want to, if you're looking for acting lessons and you think you've got desire and drive and passion, check out auditionstudios.com, where you also want to get her book, whether you take classes with her or not, because the book will help you.
And I think her book is very interesting because she's a good talker. And if she writes the way she speaks, it's a fast-moving book. It won't put you to sleep.
thank you. Thank you very much.
I love you. Would you ever come to Palm Springs? You ever get here?
Oh gosh, I have some dear friends in Palm Springs. They just moved there recently. Famous photographers, Marianne Halpin.
Oh, we know her.
We
You
know
know
her.
We're friends with her.
She's my dearest, one of my
Oh,
dearest.
yeah, we're a
friends.
good, we're good friends. You know what? When you come, we're going to get together. I love you.
I would love that. Maybe
That's so funny. We met.
You're a nice person. I like you.
Yes,
a
we
lot.
know Marianne. That's so funny.
Yeah, we know her well.
So you guys, you want to check out on October 22nd, 13 Fanboy, and then don't forget all the other movies that we have coming out. We have Autumn Road on November 25th, Roseblood, a Friday the 13th fan film on November 29th, Ghost Party in March of 2022, and go back and watch Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, and see her
We're
in her,
going
all
to
her
tomorrow night.
telekineticness.
Tomorrow night,
fun
we're,
with that.
we're watching it tomorrow night with dinner because we're going to be resting from
fun with
tonight's
that.
Sadie's party.
So we want to wish you the best with everything and
Thank
with
you
your
so
upcoming
much.
surgery. You were terrific. And
Thank
I have a
you.
list because I produce a bunch of meals, and I'm going to put you on my list of actors that we know
Please
because maybe
do.
we can see if we can find some great roles for you.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Y'all
And-
have just been blessed.
Thank you so much.
Wait, I want to tell you something. As they wheel you in for your surgery, you must be totally positive and say whatever it is gone. It's nothing. It's going to be successful. Do not go in afraid and negative
No, no.
because the body will respond to that.
Yes, for sure.
I just
Yeah.
had triple heart surgery,
Triple bypass.
triple bypass, and it was wonderful because I went in with a positive attitude. The doctors thought I was
Right.
nuts. They thought I was crazy, but
No,
you got to do that. Positive
Yes.
works.
it does work. Thank you. Thank
You are a delight. You are charming. You are
Thank
beautiful.
you.
You are successful. You are smart. And Jesus Christ, if you can't get a guy, nobody can.
Well, you get to work on it. We'll just line them up.
You bet your buns we will. You're so pretty. God, you're easy to sell. I mean, you're not hard to push.
Thank you.
Anyway, honey, thank you for coming
Bye.
on. And see
Bye.
you,
You'll have a
see
great
you in Palm
afternoon.
Springs.
All
Thanks.
right,
Oh,
soon.
Okay.
absolutely.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Lar Park Lincoln,
What a
everybody.
nice girl. she
Fabulous.
is. I really like her.
So you guys listen, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, Amazon Prime, and SoundCloud. Before we bring in our next guest, we're going to play a real quick preview. Halloween Kills, you guys, because Halloween Kills is the new Michael Myers movie. It actually comes out on Friday on my birthday, and it's going to be probably one of the biggest movies of 2021. Going to definitely be the biggest horror movie probably. So Roxy, you got that ready? Let's go ahead and play it, everybody. Here's the trailer for Halloween Kills, and when we come back, we'll be with Luca James.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here? It's Halloween. We've been trick-or-treating. Are you alone?
There's a creepy man in a white mask,
Where?
and he keeps like trying to play hide and seek with us.
Where did you see him? Look! Run! Go home now!
mother set the fire.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Michael Myers is alive.
A man couldn't have survived that fire. "40 years ago, the boogeyman came for us. We are the survivors of Michael Myers.
Glory, what do we do?
We fight.
Mom,
Our family will kill him.
we're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
He is not going to stop killing until we stop him.
If you track Michael's victims, that's a straight line to Michael's childhood home. Someone's in our house.
He is coming for me, but I'm coming for him.
You want to kill someone? Take me! Michael!
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes.
I so can't wait for that shit. It's not even funny. Like they're gonna be the greatest like movie ever. And since the last Halloween that came out 2 years ago was the #1 film ever led by a woman lead character over 50, the highest
Well,
grossing
that's
movie.
something to be said for over 50.
There you go. So now we're gonna bring out our next guest, you guys. Let's see if we can get him in here.
Don't you hate when you have a lip that has a piece of skin on it? You have to bite it off.
Yeah, because I always bite too much and then it
No, I
bleeds.
hate it. It's annoying the hell out of me. How does that happen? Why do your lips peel?
That I don't know.
An
Go ahead,
interesting-
Roxy. Let's bring in
interesting
Luca. Is he
question.
still there? Hey, Luca, what's up?
Hey, can you
Oh,
hear
good.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. That's terrific.
I'm interested in this lip skin peel off thing.
Do you have that where your lips peel and you have to bite them off?
Oh yeah, especially in the winter.
Yeah, what is that from? Like, what cause? Are we lacking something, like sex or something?
You're gonna need to get a different radio host guest for that.
No, I need to get a different husband. Get rid of Jimmy and get.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. We could do it. We could spend our time doing some therapy between y'all and feel
I
peeling
like
lip.
your humor.
Peeling
All right,
lip.
hold on,
You're
hold
going to
on.
be a fun guest. I like your humor.
We have to like introduce him. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented singer-songwriter Luca James. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello. It's like to be here.
Yeah, it's
This
going to
is
be a lot of
fascinating.
fun.
Yeah.
So let me introduce you to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
The guy with the peeling lip.
Mr. Peeling Lip, Ron Russell, love it.
That's me.
Ron, I'm expecting a lot of love because I was watching the past guest, and you seem to become best friends. So I'm hoping by the end of this week I get invited to Palm Springs as well.
You're not pretty like she is. Beautiful girl and very feminine. I like women like that. You know, women
Actually-
today are not. They're kind of like men. She's like an old-fashioned girl, and that's what appealed to me.
So hold on, we have a chat.
Wait. What do you like? You like old-fashioned girls or tough broads?
I like them all. I like all the flavors, everything.
Or you're just a perv?
I really, yeah, sure.
That's good. A healthy perv.
Oh, nice smile though. Look at the teeth.
Yeah, I like being a healthy perv is good.
Actually,
Hey, listen, you're young. Sex is wonderful. Enjoy it. When you get old, it's a little difficult.
hang on a second. Okay, Lucas, first say hi to everybody.
positions, that
say hi
is.
to everybody in the chat room. We got lots of people in our chat room, so say hi to everybody.
Hello, Lady Like Music.
Lady
Hello,
Like Music
welcome.
thinks you're cute. Yeah, so
He is kind of
Great.
cute.
and also the
I'll
three
take
geek-
kind of cute.
the three the
Well,
well the girls in the chat room say you're cute. Ron says kind of cute, but the girls in the
No,
chat
the
room say
only
you're
reason
cute.
is
Well,
I
that's
don't.
more
Funny, they
important.
say cute and funny.
No,
Yes.
I don't think men with all that hair and
Jason,
beards,
hey Jason, had a great time.
I do not think men with all that hair and beards are attractive because you can't see what they look like. I bet if you had your hair
You and my
shorter-
mom would get along great.
Of course we would. Is your mother Jewish?
She's the adopted Jewish. She's not originally, but she's the archetypal Jewish mom for sure.
Okay, so this is what Jewish parents do. We
Yeah.
say, cut your hair, shave, look clean,
They
and
all
look
saying
nice.
they all say he's adorable. So also, Jason, what's up? Jason from Three Geeks podcast is in the chat room with us, and so let's talk a little bit with Luca. So first of all, you know Luca's brother, Ron. Remember the FMs, Matt Namer from the FMs? We went and saw him at that club in New York, and then he came on the show in the pink skirt that one time.
Oh, that's your brother?
That's their brothers.
Oh, he's fabulous. We love him. Are you as nutty as he is?
Oh yeah.
Then we're gonna love
I should
you too.
I should have worn a pink skirt. I didn't know. I would have worn like a
your
rainbow
brother's,
skirt.
Your
or something.
brother's too much. He's a riot.
So wait though, do you also live in? Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn, but I'm right now I'm in Los Angeles visiting my grandparents.
Oh, cool.
I'm from Brooklyn, Red Hook.
Oh, there we go.
I
I
was
used to
grew up
live
in
there.
Greenwich Village.
I was born in Red Hook in the Red Hook projects.
Okay, I'm sure it was different back then. Now it's got bougie chocolate shops.
Oh, now it's very chic. In my day,
Yeah.
it was all mafia Italian.
Oh,
Italian,
yeah.
Italian mafia neighborhood. Very mafia.
So just so you know, in the chat room, they say you have a great smile and you're
Yeah,
entertaining.
Brooklyn. I love
They
you
love the hair
already.
and beard. You're very adorable.
Now
How
you're
how much are you paying this chat room? This sounds
Nothing,
great.
isn't
I
that
gotta bring- I gotta bring
awesome?
them
We
around
don't
with
even
me.
pay him anything.
This is
Now,
great.
now
Love
that
it.
I know you're from Brooklyn, you're handsome.
Oh, there we go. I know. There we go.
Nobody, no, listen, no beautiful people came out of Brooklyn. No uglies ever came out of Brooklyn. Shelley Winters, Lauren Bacall, the list of actors and actresses goes on forever. Barbara Stanwyck, all fabulous, talented people came out of Brooklyn, like
There
us.
we go. There we go.
You gotta like.
Now,
love
what
it.
do you
But-
sing? Am I gonna like your music? Because I don't know your music.
You're gonna hate my music.
No, you're gonna.
You
like
don't.
it,
You
actually.
don't do rap, right?
No.
No, I don't do rap. It's very vocal driven. I'm inspired by people like Bobby McFerrin. I studied with him a bit. A lot of vocal harmonies. It's got a little bit of hip hop backbeats, but I kind of just went crazy in the studio with guitars and old vintage Wurlitzer pianos and synthesizers. So it's
Wait a
it's
second.
pretty.
Isn't
yeah.
Bobby McFerrin the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" guy?
Oh yeah, Bobby
Okay,
McFerrin.
that's
yeah,
very
the
cool.
legend.
Okay.
Let's.
The
Can we
legend.
hear? Are we allowed to hear his music?
Yeah, we're gonna play a video.
Oh, I
from
want
it.
to
You
hear
want to
your
hear
music.
it?
I want to hear it before I talk to him.
Oh,
so I could tell him if he stinks
Wait,
or he's good.
Wait, before we do that, because we're gonna play the Hazy Dream. So first of all, you guys, Luca has a brand new single just dropped a week ago. It's called Hazy Dreams. He has a fabulous video that he directed, and it stars Morgana Van Peebles from the TV show Superstition and Sci-Fi, which is so funny because when we were in New York for September 11th, we met her father at the event we were at. He was good friends with Creisha Turner, and she brought him there, and so we got to meet him and hang out with him. And now you did a video with the daughter, so that's our 6 degrees of
Yeah,
separation.
it's a
So now, how
small
do you know
world.
her? How do you know Morgana Van Peebles?
Well, Morgana is my partner, romantic partner.
Oh,
so I
very
know her quite
cool.
well. Know her quite well.
Oh, she's a girlfriend.
She's my girlfriend.
Well, that's good. You picked good. You did good. You got money.
I don't know if that's how the way to her heart. Honestly, it's the creativity.
No, but we know she's not she won't live poor.
She makes her own money. She's a movie TV
Yeah,
star.
I know
better
who
than me
she
right
is.
now,
I
but
know who she is.
When
She's
I
adorable.
When I
She's
busk on the
adorable.
streets, it doesn't really make as much as her Netflix show.
When I busk on the streets.
Yeah, not bad. It was good. It was good during the pandemic.
Oh,
but,
you're as bad as your brother. Before I forget, please say hi to your brother from me when you see him.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
and tell him he's got to come back because
So
it was fun.
They shot this
You're
video.
fun too.
You guys, they shot this video in Ithaca and Los Angeles, and that's why I thought maybe you were in Ithaca. Ron's friends with people in Ithaca.
Well, yeah, my friends are Linda Sagan, Carl Sagan's wife.
Oh yeah.
You know who Carl
Legend.
Sagan is?
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
legend.
Yeah. Linda
Carl
lives
Sagan
up
is-
there.
So let's go back. Roxy, you got the video, right? I'm gonna let Luca introduce the video, however he wants to introduce it. Then we'll talk about it. Everybody can watch it, and then we can come back and talk about it. So go ahead, Luca. You're up.
Yeah, this video it's been getting great reception. It's been a year-long work. So I'm so happy. The video was shot mostly on Super 8mm that Morgana brought up. We hadn't seen each other during the pandemic for like 4 months in our relationship. She showed up with the Super 8 camera. We started filming, a lot of our true romantic moments, a lot of intimate moments, a lot of moments in nature, just like our kind of wonder summer after reuniting. A year later, I looked at all the footage and I was like, I don't know if this makes any sense. We kind of went to pen and paper, and realized that if we tied it in with digital, shooting a dance scene, a really cool choreographed scene, worked with a great DP cinematographer out in LA named Jackie Bao. We actually shot it in her father's backyard, and it kind of tied in the dream world, which was the Super 8mm representing my memories, with this present world, and then something in between, which is kind of what I was striving for. And what the song is really about is this kind of unhealthy relationship with the past and memories and past romances and trying to hold on maybe too long.
There you go.
Answer me a question. Morgana likes the hair and the beard?
Better than my mom does. Yeah.
Oh, that's a very clever answer. I'm going to punch your eyes out when I see you.
Hey, you guys, this is Hazy Dreams by Luca James.
He's from Brooklyn.
As I walk for day, lost smile as the pleasures fade. Cold shiver and I ask myself, did I love you in vain? But the tides do change, the pressures of the rising seas. I'm guided by Saturn's rings, perched upon lofted wings. Did I only dream of you, a vision with a plastic boo? Did I only dream with two? Can I just keep hitting snooze? Hazy dreams, I swim with you inside my sleep. Subtle beats, sweet nectar that drips and drips until I wake. Take these sinking ships and raise new sails. Push past peace and life for each coming wave. Sunburst day, light me from your solar rays. Don't tell me that I've thrown you shade. I've been wounded by your tempting blades. Free and breeze, I'm settled by common leaves. Tree top to your temple's crown, hot treasure to your temple's crown. But if I only dreamed of you, fuck it, then I'll just hit snooze. Easy dreams, I swim with you inside my sleep. Subtle beats, sweet nectar that drips and drips until I wake. Take our sinking ship and raise new sails. Push past peace and life for each coming wave. I won't wake up, I won't wake up. Record and a hopeless tale, but we'll venture to higher roads. If you could feel me, let me inside where dreams reside. We'll go from lost to found, and we'll fight through the day. Oh, 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 oh. It's only just beginning.
Okay, here we go. Reminds me of Jabaj. You used a magic lens because you're so handsome on that film. You must have used a make-believe lens because you really look good looking. And I love the lyrics because it praises a woman. It's about love. And I absolutely love your music because it's soothing, it's delicious, it's delightful. It's my kind of music. You don't offend me, you don't upset me, you don't get me nervous. I give you a beyond 10. She's absolutely stunning. You're beautiful. Wonderful couple. Get married, make nice kids. Cut your fucking hair and shave, huh? Your mother and I are gonna get you one day. We're gonna tie you down. We're gonna cut your hair and shave you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so happy that I don't have to lie. And
Yeah, me too. I was scared about that.
No,
You don't seem like good at lying, honestly.
No, if I didn't like it, I would have said, "Gee, that was an interesting video, wasn't it, everyone?" But no, I loved it. No, the music is good. It's very. Don't you think it's like DeBarge? Remember DeBarge?
He's not even old enough to know
What
who
the
DeBarge
fuck is he? 10 years old? Of course he knows who DeBarge is.
No.
You don't know who
I
DeBarge
don't know
is?
who DeBarge is.
Oh Jesus Christ! Go hang yourself. Are you kidding?
I have another.
Wait,
reference
play a
for it.
DeBarge record.
Yeah. I'm
Play
gonna
DeBarge.
go
They
buy
have
a
that-
DeBarge record
They
after
have
this.
that same wonderful mellow, that same swaying. It's a swaying that I love.
I've heard
in
some
you.
Donovan references. I know Donovan.
No, Donovan. It was my day. I know Donovan. Crystal. No, it was.
No,
Chris-
that's not Crystal.
that wasn't Don. What did Donovan do? That
Oh, you don't
silly
know
song.
Donovan? Oh, come on.
I do know
Go hang
Donovan.
yourself. No, it's good.
He was from my day. Are you kidding? Of course I know Donovan.
Okay, good.
I mean, that was my era.
Okay, my turn.
1960s and 70s.
First of all, I love your voice, and I
Yeah,
think
it's good.
as you become more popular and get built up more, I believe that because you have such a unique sound, you don't sound like anybody, so people aren't going to really be,
Except DeBarge.
You're soothing.
So no, it's not. DeBarge is a lot poppier.
No,
and
his
different.
voice is soothing. That's what I like about. He doesn't offend the ear. A lot of singers belt it and they offend the ear by being off key. You're on key. You're melodic. You know your lyric and you know your music. It's professional. You're good.
So let me talk.
Thank
The
you.
chat room loves it. First of all,
Yeah,
everybody
what's
says
not
it.
to love?
They also said great for licensing. It's a great song for licensing. Here's the comparisons.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like thinking of comparisons. I wrote them down as we were looking. Do you know who James Blunt is? You sound
Yeah.
a little bit like. I love James Blunt too. I think
You're
he's fabulous.
beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, I think that.
Oh wait, I have to interrupt. It just came to me. The song you have to listen to is "All This Love"
All This Love by
by
DeBarge.
DeBarge, and you'll hear yourself in there, and you've never
I
heard
can't.
them.
I'm psyched for this.
So no, you're not copying them because you don't even know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
But
He said he's psyched for it to go listen to it.
All This Love, what a beautiful song! It's one of my favorites.
Everybody in the chat room thinks it's a hit.
Just like you. Oh, it is definitely is a hit.
I wrote down Daniel Bedingfield, Daniel Powder, and James Blunt. Are the three like little bits of I could hear little bits of each of them in it, but your voice is so unique. It's even more unique than James Blunt, who has a pretty unique voice.
Wow.
But I think that you I think it'll stand out, and as soon as it like takes off, you're going to be like a household name, and people are going to really recognize your voice because there is nobody else. But in 2 years from now, everybody is saying, "Oh, you sound like Luca James."
Yeah.
Because everybody
That's
will
what I'm
start
going for.
everybody will start copying it.
Listen,
Perfect.
listen. I don't say this often to anyone, but I knew Bernadette Peters when she was the daughter of Lazara Bread Company on Long Island. Bernadette was starting off, and I met her in a fabric store. And I said to her, Bernadette, your voice is so beautiful. You're going to be a superstar. I don't say this often. I'm going to say the same thing to you. Your song and your voice is so beautiful. You're going to be a superstar. Now,
Oh, there
look,
you go.
Bernadette Peters is this fucking superstar. So get ready for it.
I'm ready.
And marry that beautiful girl before somebody steals her away.
Okay.
I think it's
I'm taking note.
I think it's very unique, and I think we've had maybe. Well, the shows we've been on the air for 14 years. I think maybe like he's been on the show 10 years.
Yeah, I don't get excited.
I think
easily.
maybe 4 people he might have said that to.
Yeah, I don't get
He
excited.
doesn't say that.
Well,
to very
because a lot of the
people.
music is not my kind of. I'm from Johnny Mathis. You don't even know who that is. I'll kill you. But Johnny Mathis and Doris Day, Peggy Lee, people like that. I came from the day where lyrics were romantic and music was beautiful, soothing, and pretty. Today they've gone somewhere with music where they have ugly lyrics. Like I always say, I was listening at a car one day at a red light, and the song was, "Woman, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna cut you bad." And I thought to myself, what kind of a lyric is that in a song? And I said to the fellas, I said, guys, what kind of a song is that? You're gonna cut a woman and beat her up? And they started laughing and they gave me the thumbs up. And I thought, what a weird world.
So who are
there's a lot
some
of good.
of-
There's a lot of good conscious rap out there too, Ron. I'll send you some good.
I like
a lot of-
Common. I like Common.
No, but your lyrics are
Kendrick,
beautiful.
Carmen,
Your
yeah.
lyrics are almost poetic, and I listen
Thank
to
you.
lyrics.
Oh wait, I want to know who are some
Thank
of the rappers that you like?
I like Kendrick Lamar a lot. I like a guy named Rory, who's a very conscious rapper. I think out of Atlanta. Yeah, I love Tribe Called Quest. I love the old school stuff.
Yeah,
De La
definitely.
Soul. But modern, there's a lot of great stuff. I like Travis Scott. I like some
Yeah.
of A$AP Rocky.
I love A$AP Rocky.
I bet your
Yeah.
mother doesn't like rap.
No, actually, it's really funny. Like my
She
mom
likes rap?
she sent me a text and she said, "I can't figure out Spotify. I keep trying to play your song, but it keeps putting on Megan Thee Stallion." And I thought that was hilarious because that's like the last
thing ever.
you know, like doo wop and like I started playing Megan Thee Stallion. I sent that to everybody. It's great.
So who?
Wait, where are you from in Brooklyn?
Not from Greenwich Village. I live in
No,
Bed-Stuy.
originally in Brooklyn.
No, originally he's from Greenwich Village. He lives in Brooklyn now.
Oh. How do you afford Brooklyn?
Well, I can't afford Greenwich Village.
Yeah, but Brooklyn's outright. No, I have friends of mine that are living in on the river, or what the hell is it? Brooklyn Heights, and they're
That's
paying like
nice.
$3,500 a month for a 1-bedroom or studio.
Yeah, that's nicer than it's less than where I'm in Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy
Stuyvesant.
is nice. I
Home of
like
Big E.
Yes.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, they fixed Bed-Stuy up nice. It used to be a mess, but now it's quite chic. Just like all the other parts of Brooklyn that were garbage, now they're beautiful. You can't afford Brooklyn. Brooklyn's very expensive. I would go back to Brooklyn if it didn't have winter. I hate winter. Seriously, I love being in Brooklyn. Everybody
Yeah.
was so friendly. All the neighbors, all the mafia, they protected us and they gave us good food to eat. And
So
stuff.
hang on, real quick, you guys. So if you want to follow Luca on Instagram, he's Luca James _. His TikTok is Luca James _. His Facebook is Luca James Musica. Why is it Musica?
I don't know. They wouldn't give me music.
Oh, really?
So Musica. I'm part Cuban, and so Luca Musica. It's like I'm trying to add the A's. You know, the
There
Latin
you go.
flavor.
And in Italian, it's musica. The same.
So who are some
We're
of your
eclectic.
inspirations? Like growing up, who did you like to listen to?
Oh, it's a great question. Sometimes it wasn't always my choice, you know. It wasn't like I had a Spotify. It was mostly what my dad was playing in the car for, 4 hours as we drove up to Vermont. And that was pretty much was Radiohead, Tom York, Radiohead on
Yeah,
loop.
love it.
OK Computer, Kid A. I was obsessed with Radiohead, all the CDs. I loved Red Hot Chili Peppers. We played a lot.
Oh, I love them too.
I was a big fan of Traffic. I really love like Steve Winwood's voice. I love what he does with like flutes, and I love like this kind of nostalgic, crazy feeling of Traffic. Big fan of Nick Drake, and I still listen a lot to Nick Drake. So those are like a lot of my. I really love Prince. Love some Motown stuff.
Yeah, we like Motown.
Oh, I'm a Motown
Stevie
freak.
Wonder. Those were all the big ones growing up. And
Great music. Motown probably put out some of the best songs ever in the world. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and all those great songs. Even the songs Diana Ross sang were good. We don't like her, but we like her music. But no, Motown is wonderful. I was a Motown freak. Definitely.
Yeah, Motown and then
Love
down
you
south
better
or-
wake up, yeah, before you break up and you lose me. Look to me, the one who really loves you. Those are nice lyrics. Listen to that
Hey,
lyric.
go back to him. Do you know who?
know,
Do you know who?
that was Mary Wells.
Do you know who Johnny Mathis is? Do you know who Johnny Mathis is?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
Okay,
thank
there you
God.
go.
Otherwise, I would cut you off right now.
Do you-
The show would be over.
What was your favorite Motown, Jimmy?
I think. I don't know. I like everything. I like.
Mine was Mary Wells because she was the first. She put Motown on the map. And Mary Wells' first album was so wonderful. The meaning in her songs, the message she sent. I was a teenager, and the messages she sent to us was respect your
Diana.
girlfriend, treat her good, be a good husband.
See, I like Diana
Does
Ross.
your
and
mother
I like all her
does
music.
your mother like your girlfriend?
Oh, she loves her.
Oh,
She
good.
likes her,
That
yeah.
helps because if your mother didn't like her, it makes problems.
So your mother lives in Brooklyn, or your mother and your grandparents live in LA?
She's out in Long Island now. Sag
We're
Harbor.
on Long Island. I lived on Long Island.
Sag Harbor.
Sag Harbor.
Oh my God, she lives in Fag Harbor. Oh my God, I'm dying to live there. Your mother's got to be rich. Do you know how expensive?
We've been
Sag
there.
Harbor-
She's been there for like 40 years now.
Oh, that's why.
so she
because
got there when it wasn't
you
as
can't get a shack for $1 million. I
Man,
looked
Ron,
and
do you,
said-
Ron, do you have your own real estate podcast?
No,
No,
feel-
but I should.
Yeah, I feel like
I
you,
should.
you're like
Because-
on the ball
because-
with real estate.
No, I would love to live in Fag Harbor because it's a beautiful place to be, and it's quite gay.
we go there every time we go to
Maybe
I
she's
go-
Long Island.
gay. I don't know. Maybe she's got some. a
No,
ticket.
I go to that wonderful hamburger joint where they have the best chocolate malteds.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about in Sag Harbor?
I don't know. It's really good.
Bay
though.
Burger.
I forgot what
I
it's
forgot
called.
the name. You never could get in. There's always a line, and the hamburger's like $20, but they're worth it.
You
Yeah.
gotta love it.
So your mother lives in Sag Harbor. I have a lot of friends in Sag
Yeah,
Harbor.
they just my dad and my dad was a big part of the rebuilding the Sag Harbor Cinema, and
Oh Christ! I know. Oh, I bet you I know your father and your mother.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm serious because
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that theater years ago was going to ruin,
Yeah.
and everybody. Oh yeah, I have to. What's your father's
sh-
name? You want
Mike
to give it?
Namer.
What is it?
Mike Namer.
You know,
don't know
it
him.
rings a bell.
So hold on. Let's go back
Mike-
and talk about.
Maybe.
About his musical stuff. So first of all,
Yeah.
so this is your first single that you've released, right? This is the very first one.
This is the first one. Yeah, I have like 300 songs written and on loop machines and on MP3 files, but this is the first one I kind of mixed and mastered and put out.
Okay, and so what's going to happen next? Is there going to be an EP coming, an album?
Oh yeah,
coming?
oh yeah. I have 4 more songs that are mixed. Just got to get them mastered. But I wanted to just kind of introduce to my audience. My audience mostly knows me as someone who hosts and teaches singing circles, improv singing, kind of like these improv a cappella groups. I've done them all around Brooklyn. I toured them throughout Europe, California. So that's kind of what they knew me more for. So this last year during the pandemic, I really introduced myself more as a singer-songwriter, playing a lot of cover music, putting it on my YouTube, and hyped up this song a little bit, and been getting great reception by like my community, some new fans, some other musicians that I love, and it's been amazing. And starting in January, I'm going to be releasing 3 to 4 songs about every 6 weeks to really build up the EP into summer, and hopefully touring the music, because I love just performing. Like I said, I did some busking and outdoor performances throughout quarantine, and I just want to get out there. And I also love teaching and getting people into the mix. I love I work with anybody who's like a singer as good as Ron, or someone who's scared to sing in the shower.
I don't.
And but I work with everybody, and we try to get opera singers and people that are scared of singing together, just to make music and to remember that music is kind of an innate part of the human experience.
I love it. I love it.
Music is the language. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand said, I'm not going to do concerts or sing anymore. And now I'm putting out 2 albums of all music that I recorded years ago and never had published. So hang on to your music. One day when you're no longer able to sing, you can do a couple of albums of your old music. And I think it's wonderful. She's having it all tweaked and updated. The engineer is wonderful that she has, and he's putting in all new instruments to make it sound better. But they're old recordings. So music is never old. Remember that, folks. There's no such thing as
Barbara
old time
Streisand is
movie.
never old as well.
I love Barbara.
Well, she's
Streisand.
almost my age, and I'm 81, so she's right behind by a year or 2 behind me. And your voice goes. I used to sing years ago. Well, now my voice has got the old man sound. Quiver. Your voice doesn't last forever.
So let's say
Huh?
let's say Luca James releases an album, an EP. You release an EP, and you're going on tour. Who do you want to go on tour with?
Ooh, great question. My biggest inspirations now are I really love Kelsey Lou. I think what she's doing, like with this kind of like cinematic, operatic pop soul, is so cool. I love her videos. I'm a big fan of James Blake. People say that they hear a lot of James Blake and my inspiration for vocals and piano. I would love to go on tour with him. Jordan Rakai. I'm a big fan of Jordan Rakai. He's actually going on tour with Bonobo right now.
I have to look up Kelsey Lou because, like, in the chat room, they said they love her. I don't know who she is, so I'll have to look her
Yeah, and
up.
tell the truth. If I went back to singing, you'd open for me, wouldn't you?
Depends if it's just Jimmy in the audience or not.
Oh, Jimmy is my fan.
Then I'll let you have an intimate night together. But
I bet your
If we
mother
have a
would come.
couple-
I bet mom would come.
if it was my mom and Jimmy, yes.
well,
I
now,
would
now
open
that
for
your
you.
mom and I are buddies.
I don't know.
cut
She
the
hasn't.
hair.
Man, I feel like there's like an undercover mission here. I think she paid you off.
Like she
No,
There's like
you-
like
know what?
some way she got to me through a radio show.
No, you have the
It's
same
very.
sense.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
You have the same sense of humor as your brother, and your mother did a wonderful job, and your father, because the both of you are two of the nicest guys I've met, and your kids compared to me. You could be my grandchildren, and you're just nice guys. I think you're terrific. I love your brother. He's nuts with the pink skirt. I loved him.
He's crazy in a good way.
Yeah, it's crazy in a good
Oh,
way.
oh, definitely compliment, crazy compliment.
Yeah, we love
Meaning
that.
cool. You know, like Jimmy has a bracelet he wants me to wear. It says Jimmy is the shit.
Jimmy Star is the shit.
Jimmy Star is the shit. And I said, how disgusting is that, calling yourself shit? I will not wear the
not shit,
bracelet.
though, it's
There's
the
a big
shit.
difference between the shit and shit.
Yeah, see,
I know that.
he
but-
doesn't get that.
No, but the same thing with crazy being affectionate and loving, and crazy being vicious. You know,
Right,
I
right,
don't.
right.
I don't say it in a mean way. I mean, he's
Totally.
crazy fun. I had a good time with you. I enjoyed you, and I enjoyed your brother.
I had a great time. I'm
No,
having a
really,
great time.
isn't this a nice show? We just sit around and bullshit like we're in Brooklyn having coffee in my project's kitchen.
So hang on. So how long
As
are
I
you?
chew
love
my
it.
lip.
How
I
long
could do
are
this all
you?
day.
How long are you in LA for?
I'm once I hang up this call, I'm hopping on a flight back. Like I'm
Oh.
gonna drop off my car, head to Brooklyn.
Oh, that's so
Well,
funny.
safe flight home.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
say hi
No,
to
it's been.
Brooklyn for me.
I'll say hi. Oy vey. I'll say hi to Brooklyn to
Say,
you.
Oy no, say you should live and be well in Brooklyn. So you are Jewish. You sound Jewish. You're not. You are. You're Jewish.
I'm half Jewish. Yeah, Sephardic, half Sephardic, half Catholic.
So I'm a Sephardic Jew also. I'm half Jewish.
Ah, there we
See,
go.
we have that. My father's family was Jewish.
Maybe
So
you
we
are my
come-
grandfather. Who knows?
Probably, well, no, if you're Italian, because I'm 100%
Oh, okay.
Italian.
Okay.
But yeah.
Italian Jew. Nice.
So here's what we got to
yeah.
do, you
That's
guys.
as Brooklyn as it gets.
Because
Well,
he's
your father is a Cuban Jew, then.
he's.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah,
guys.
he was an escapee from Castro's wanting to kill all the Jews. Yeah, it's amazing how us Jews just get killed all the time, isn't it? Everybody wants to kill us, and for what reason, I'll never know. We happen to be the nicest.
Scapegoating.
We're the nicest. people.
Scapegoating. You're right.
No, we're the nicest people.
You're
in the-
quick though. You are very quick.
We when you come to our home, we
I'm used to
offer you
it. New York City
food.
family.
Yes. You'll
Yeah.
definitely, when you come back, you'll come to the house. We'll have you over for that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
I
make.
love that. We can.
I make an Italo
I could-
Hebraic dinner.
I'll say. You have to find me a spot on the couch so I could get in a microphone. And it could be the three of us.
Yeah, you could do this.
So you guys, this is Luca James. He's got to go to the airport. I told him we'd
I
have
love
him
his
up
name,
in
Luca.
like 3 minutes. So we
You
have
know, I wrote a movie that I'm starring in with Lainey Kazan, and my main character is Luca, and it's played by Sean Kanan, the soap opera star.
Great choice of name.
I love the name Luca.
There we go.
Had
Luca
I had a
Toni.
son, no, had I had I had two daughters.
Luca
Had I
Brazza.
had a son, it would have been Luca.
So tell everybody
I
real
love
quick
that
because he's
name.
got to go. Tell everybody real quick.
Where's he
how do
going?
we-
He's gonna
he's
go
got-
on an
no, he's gotta
airplane.
yeah, he's got to go to the airport
Yeah,
from
so
where he
what?
is.
He's
So
running-
he has to leave in 2 minutes.
so
So I
what?
told him we'd have him off in 2 minutes. So
He'll
tell
go
me what's
already.
your YouTube. Tell everybody because I'm trying to get the promo stuff out. Tell everybody
Oh,
where
okay.
what's your YouTube channel.
It's Luca James. I think I see it under here. Luca with a K.
Yes,
not
Luca with
C.
a K.
Luca James. You could find me if you Google Luca James on YouTube. Luca James Hazy Dreams. The new video has been out for 5 days. You've had almost like 4,000 views. Just all organic. It's been amazing. I put a lot of beautiful cover songs that I do in nature there. I also have a thing called Music Collage. If you ever want to sing with me, connect with me on Instagram. I'll link you up with some of our singing circles. We can jam out if you're a musician, if you're scared of singing, but you want to heal the voice, heal your that throat chakra. We'll work on that too. I just like to have fun with people. I like to take the ego out of the music, kind of restore the passion, the love for music.
I love
Good.
that.
That's
love
good.
That.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
Now
what we're
listen,
doing.
I didn't get it because I'm a little demented. You have an album out?
No, a single, just a single.
Why don't you have an album?
It's coming out in January. He just told you.
Okay, listen.
You gotta tease
You
the
know
people.
what? You know what,
gotta
Jimmy?
tease the people, Ron.
No,
You got to
I-
give them the drip,
listen,
and then you got to come hot.
When I'm working, I really don't hear everything because I'm thinking of what I'm going to say to be funny. I'm working. But anyway,
can
listen,
tell, I
do
can
me
tell.
a favor. Do me a favor. Don't be a cheap shit either. When your album is out, send it to me free.
A memo
want
to
your
you, Ron. Memo
album.
to you, Ron. It's all free these days.
No, I want your album because when I drive to LA, which is 2 hours, we play our friends' music.
Beautiful.
And I'm putting you in my car. And
You'll be able to play it on his Spotify list on your Spotify. Ron subscribes to Spotify. He plays $10
Oh, you're
a month.
on
of it. He-
Spotify?
yes, he will be.
Good.
He is. Yes.
all the
right,
platforms.
All right, you guys. Luca
I
James.
really like your music. Good for you, buddy.
Follow him on Instagram, Luca James
I really
_,
appreciate it.
TikTok, Luca James _ Facebook, Luca James Musica, and Luca James on YouTube. Have a safe
it.
flight. You guys get Hazy Dreams. Either buy it on iTunes or stream it on Spotify. But please support indie artists, especially Luca James. He's a
Oh, yeah.
superstar.
Yes. And
Thank you.
And make mommy happy. Shave and cut your hair.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I will.
Okay. Take care, Luca.
Thanks, Luca. Safe travels.
Bye now.
Ciao.
Pleasure
Much
meeting
love.
you. Nice guy.
Pleasure. We'll talk
Yeah,
soon.
See you soon. Stay well.
Hey, you guys.
What a nice. We had 2 nice guests today. I'm so happy.
2 great guests. We're
Very
gonna
friendly, very sweet, very nice people. See, there's a lot of nice people in this world. Just a few jerk offs that ruin it for us. You know, those morons that want to change everything and make us ugly people. Come on.
So now, real quick, you guys, we're gonna play a music video, and then we'll come back and say goodbye.
Yes.
The music video we're gonna play is called Phineas. The name of the song is "Break My Heart Again." One of my all-time favorite songs of the last 5 years. Roxy, hopefully you got that and you can hear me. But everybody, check out Phineas, "Break My Heart Again." Enjoy.
Hey, you, I'm just now leaving. Can I come around later on this evening? Or do you need time? Yes, of course, that's fine. Hey, you, good morning. I'm sure you're busy now. Why else would you ignore me? Or do you need space? You can't help it if your mind has changed. So go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? Oh, it must be nice to love someone who lets you break them twice. You're so blue, and you still breathing. Won't you tell me if you find that deeper meaning? Do you think I've gone blind? I know it's not the truth when you say I'm fine. So go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? Oh, it must be nice to love someone who lets you break them twice. Don't pretend that I'm the instigator. You are the one, but you were born to say goodbye. Kissed me half a decade later. That same perfume, those same sad eyes. Go ahead and break my heart again. Leave me wondering why the hell I ever let you in. Are you the definition of insanity? Or am I? Or am I? It must be nice to love someone who lets you break them twice.
And that's our show, everybody. Thank you so much. We want to thank Laura Park Lincoln and Luca James for coming on. Thank everybody in the chat room. Thank you, Roxy. You guys are great. We're off. We want to thank everybody for always tuning in.
Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask, do whatever you have to.
And
don't get sick.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody in the chat room. Bye. Teresa,
Bye-bye.
Angela, Lady
See
Lake.
you soon.
Everybody in there. Love you guys.
Love you,
Bye-bye.
bud.
See you next week.
Survive can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. So come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.